Greetings to Doctor. Our team went for community-based rehabilitation placement at PDK Titiwangsa for around 2 weeks. So today we are going to present about the challenges, which are the relevant issues surrounding CBR that we have found out, and also we are going to suggest some methods to overcome the challenges. These are the members of our team. There's a fact that nearly 80% of people with disabilities live in low-resource settings, where community-based rehabilitation, known as CBR, plays a crucial role. It is a globally recognized approach that empowers people with disabilities within their communities through health, education, livelihood, and social. Let me introduce a little bit about CBR. It is a method adopted by WHO and Malaysian Department of Social Welfare. It is an alternative program to the rehabilitation services in institutions. It requires active participation and involvement of PWD, we known as people with disabilities, parents, guardians, and local community. It is a community development strategy towards that aims to improve quality of life, social inclusion, and access to rehabilitation services of the PWD. So you might curious about how it kickstarted in Malaysia. In 1984, Social Welfare Department collaborated with Ministry of Health Malaysia to carry out PDK pilot project in Mukim Batu Rakit, Kuala Terengganu, which only involved 55 people with to PDK Titiwangsa, where we had our placement over there. It is a double-story house and is established since year 2006. For their vision, the PTK organization aims to provide informed services towards an excellent community. And for their mission, the welfare of people with disabilities (PWD) is a shared responsibility of everyone. Together, we aim to develop PDK alongside the local community. And for their motto, again, rehabilitation by the community for PWD is a shared responsibility. It strives to nurture individuals with disabilities who possess resilience, a strong sense of self, and the capability to advance. This effort enables more PWDs to transition into the realms of education and employment.
These are some of the issues we noticed during our placement, including lack of outdoor activities, inefficient interventions, and inadequate staff and facilities. Further explanation with solutions will be on the following slide.
During our community-based rehabilitation placement, one of the key issues that we observed was the lack of outdoor activities among students. Other than the adult class patients, most patients spend the majority of their time indoors, which significantly impact their cognitive, behavioral, and also sensory development. Outdoor activities play a crucial role in child growth by exposing them to different environments that stimulate brain function and enhance problem-solving skills. However, due to lack of these activities, many children exhibit restlessness, boredom, and hyperactivity, which make it difficult for them to focus and engage in learning. Additionally, many of these children struggle with sensory regulation, and the absence of natural elements like wind, sunlight, and different texture further affected their ability to process sensory information. This issue not only affected their learning experience but also had long-term implications for their emotional and also physical well-being.
We can solve these issues by creating a simple, safe, and fun outdoor activities. We can do outdoors aerobic and also outdoors obstacle games. Aerobic activities is easy to modify to fit a variety of physical capabilities and limitations so it was accessible for everyone with different needs, especially for the kids. For instance, we can do some tag game or red light, green light game, which is a fun way to improve listening skills and reaction time. Aerobics can be performed with simple movement combined with music and dance, providing a multi-sensory experience that can be engaging with the help of sun and wind. Other than sensory integration, it can also enhance gross motor skills. These games encourage the development of large muscle groups and improve coordination, balance, and agility. As for outdoors obstacle games, it can be made to focus on certain abilities that special needs patients may need to work on, like motor planning, balance, and coordinations. Activities like picking up small objects, manipulating tools, and building with natural materials improve hand-eye coordination and dexterity too. Playing obstacle games outside can have a big impact on cognitive development. It's because they must use both strategic and creative thinking to overcome obstacles while performing their task.
One of the key issues we noticed during our placement was the inefficiency of interventions provided to the patients. There are four main reasons for this. First, the activities prescribed are very limited and repetitive. Most patients engage in the same tasks, such as coloring, walking zigzag, and tidying up. Over time, this causes boredom and reduces motivation, making learning less effective. Second, there is insufficient repetition for skill retention. Rehabilitation requires consistent and frequent practice to reinforce learning. But at the center, the repetition was too little. As a result, patients struggle to retain skills over time. Third, there is a lack of individualized and progressive training. Every patient has unique needs, but interventions are often the same for all. There is no gradual increase in complexity to challenge patients as they progress. Lastly, there is limited integration of functional and real life skills. Many activities focus on basic motor and cognitive skills, but they lack real world applications such as communication, personal hygiene, and self feeding. This makes it harder for patients to apply what they learn in daily life.
To solve the issue of insufficient interventions, there are two solutions can be made by PDK Titiwangsa. First, collaboration with third party. To make the treatment more diverse and interesting, PDK Titiwangsa can collaborate with governmental hospitals to integrate different therapies as part of their treatment. For example, some hospitals provide hydrotherapy, which is a beneficial treatment for patients with cerebral palsy and autism. Besides, they can also collaborate with volunteer organizations to allow patients have more real-life communication and engagement with different people. For instance, ISAC and Impact Malaysia are the potential volunteer organizations that PTK can collaborate with. Second, individualized treatment plan for every patient. This is because the recovery process of every patient should be tracked and recorded weekly and fortnightly, as their recovery process is different. Then, specific adjustment for the treatment plan should be made for every patient to make sure the current treatment provided is individualized and effective to achieve the maximal effectiveness and recovery. For example, as the patient recover with a better coordination and motor skills, the activities conducted for them should be progressed to more difficult to further improve the functional ability.
The last issue we're going to talk about is the lack of staff and facilities at PPDK Titiwangsa. Overall, the teacher to patient ratio at the center is too low. This means that there's too little teachers and too many students for them to handle. The patients there require more specialized attention due to their conditions and disabilities. For example, cerebral palsy children, they are not functionally independent. They cannot walk around on their own, therefore will need constant supervision, as well as other disorders such as Down syndrome, which will need a lot more guidance during the activities. Even with the seven of us helping out there for 2 weeks, it was difficult to handle all the patients at once, especially during certain activities like Zumba. As a result, some patients may have been neglected throughout the process. Next is the lack of qualified professionals. While this is not to disregard the ability of the teachers there, most of them are not trained healthcare professionals and do not have the backgrounds in relevant fields such as physiotherapy. They lack the skills and knowledge on how to plan a proper rehabilitation program for certain patients. Lastly, the facilities there are insufficient to support certain rehabilitation methods. The center there only had simple toys such as blocks and barely any equipment to facilitate different types of treatment. This limits the type of treatments that can be prescribed for the patients.
For the solution, the first is going to be increasing access to qualified professionals. So by recruiting qualified physiotherapists, occupational therapists, and speech therapists with expertise in pediatric care, we ensure that children receive tailored and effective treatment. So these professionals play a crucial role in developing individualized therapy plans, addressing developmental challenges, and improving overall mobility and communication skill. Next is going to be enhancing parental involvement and education. So parents should be educated on basic physiotherapy techniques that they can apply at home to support their child progress, like workshop, instruction videos, and hands-on training session can empower parents with the skill they need to assist their children effectively. When parents are actively engaged, therapy become more consistent, leading to a better long-term result. Last one is going to be the optimizing resources and facilities. So you can invest in physiotherapy tools and adaptive equipment that are specifically designed for children with special needs, including sensory integration tools, mobility aids, and child-friendly therapy spaces that encourage participation and engagement. Upgrading our facilities and ensuring we have the right equipment to allow therapists to deliver high-quality intervention that cater the unique needs of every child. To sum up, the first challenges is the lack of outdoor activities. We found out that many children don't get enough outdoor movement, which is essential for their development. To address this, we can create a simple, safe, and fun outdoor activities that encourage movement. So these activities help children stay active while making therapy enjoyable. Another major challenge is the lack of qualified professional and proper resources. To improve this, we can hire more specialized therapists to provide expert care. With more staff, better training, and improved facilities, we can ensure high quality care for all children. And for the last one is the insufficient intervention. To enhance the treatment effectiveness, we need to develop individualized treatment plan tailored to each child's specific needs. So this step will provide more personalized and effective therapy for children. In summary, by increasing outdoor activities, hiring more professionals, and improving intervention, we can significantly enhance the service. That's all from us. Thank you.